Hello guys, welcome back. We left the scene in a quite dramatic moment. You had just met this monstrosity peeking out from behind the window. Not the window, the street. Let's see here. That the guy, yeah, he's up here, and you guys are quite a bit away, actually. Yes. So we, however, have some other stuff to go through. Let me see here. I've written down some points. What happened? My points. There we go. Right. First of all, from the last quest, you all get a conviction each. So it's another type of like these currency here. I haven't made them physically because you can only have one at a time. So this works as like it's like when you in the story the hero all of a sudden becomes supercharged and can like do something extremely well that he hasn't been able to do before. It's like when Godzilla is like fighting the monster and the monster kicks its ass, but then in the next scene he just stands up and kicks the monster's ass, and there's no like apparent difference. But that's when he's like supercharged. You know, when in Dragon Balls they become Super Saiyajin even more the second time, and that's how you use conviction. So you use it, and for a whole round, all your trait rolls and damage rolls get an extra d6 that can explode also. And if you burn a Benny, you can extend that round to more rounds. So, do you follow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Super. So you have.
Are we supposed to role play that somehow? Like I got really pissed off and.
You're not supposed to. It would be awesome if you did, but you can just say I used the conviction. But yeah, that would be awesome if you like. This is what drives me, and yeah, that could be great. But yeah, you just say I use my conviction here, and you get that effect. You, Andrew, also have this other heroic thingy we have agreed that you will have to enact. That has to do with moral, and so that's more story based. This conviction can be used anytime you want.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have, each of you have one of those. Then moving on. Right, we have to roll for darkness. You guys again are affected by the darkness, so let's roll for that. Everyone rolls a fear roll. Yeah. So you can start with yourselves, and you get the bennies, normal bennies. Let me deal you those bennies.
Do we roll vigor?
No, that it is spirit you roll. But let me give you. Yeah, you can roll a spirit roll. Yes, and +2 because you two are knights, right?
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. Then let me roll Right, Venandi, you actually have squad 8326. If you have a fear button for them, and Arion, you have the same button for squad 1327. If you guys press that, we will see who, and they are not knights, so they just get the effect straight out. Should be something squad fear, it says. Nice.
In my character sheet?
Well, not that nice. Well, yeah. Yeah, in your character sheet, yeah. So, all of these guys over here, except Rannon, have failed. And yeah, so Marcus and Priscilla have 1 fatigue, and over here it's almost everyone on this. That. And can someone roll for Sir Oba?
Go for it, Arion.
And I will roll for the not Oba. Sorry, I said the wrong name. I meant Sir Sword. He also has +2.
Etienne or Ober?
Etienne, yes, Etienne. Sorry, I said wrong first. Nice. Okay, so and then I will roll for these night vehicle dudes. So this is the left squad's driver. Oh, that's a success because he gets +2. And then the left squad gunner, he's also successful. Right squad's driver and gunner. So they all did perfectly. And Grandmaster GM would roll for Genevieve when he gets here. Right. Okay. So that was done. Okay. So now I would like to ask, did Arion write that letter to Sir Uber?
Yep.
Okay. So what did he write?
Essentially, the weapons that are being given to our troops are, in many cases, ineffective and leading to unnecessary casualties. And this is an affront to all that we are and to God Himself.
Okay. Is there any specific point that you like emphasis in that letter?
Yeah, that the weapons, I will provide whatever, I'll provide what proof I can of the fact that the weapons are ineffective against certain of our enemy, and that we should transition to better weapons that allow us to kill them more effectively and thus accomplish God's will.
Okay. Okay. Right. So you get a letter back that your letter has been received by the Preceptor Master. And it's more or less like a thank you, like just a notice letter, but it is that does say, Sir, let me see. It's returned by his secretary, Sir Sasha, has signed it. Thank you for writing to the Preceptor Master. We will contact you as soon as possible, more or less. Okay, so now let's start this game then, this combat. So that creature, he comes up from behind the buildings, and it looked like he was like behind it or hiding or ducked down, and he comes out and looks at you. And at that moment, you all have to make a fear check again, but this is for seeing him. Well, actually, the guys in this column and Sir Etienne also, because he is monitoring you through your helmets. So he sees that also when you guys see it. So Arion, I will actually roll for Genevieve's darkness first. Let's see, spirit. So she does the spirit roll fine, and you also do fine. And this is for the actual fear roll for the monster. Okay, that's perfect. And Arion, could you roll for this your squad? 1327. Just the fear roll again. They are again not knights. Right. So, right. No, they are also extras, so there's not that important what happens. But those guys, they start running. Caleb, Cannon, Even, and Soren, they just they are panicked and start running away from this monster. And they, yeah. So, but I will give them their card turn order, and also one roll for the knights here.
Who's going to roll for which knights?
I'm going to roll for the vehicle crew members, and if you could please roll for Sir Etienne, that would be perfect.
Okay.
Okay, the driver does well, and also the gunner. They keep it cool. So if you roll for Sir Etienne.
Okay, where is he?
I'm not sure, but if you click his token and then shift double click it again, it will pop up. Nice. Okay. Just want to tell you guys that the 2 in the spirit field is just related to fear rolls. It's not all spirit checks. But nice. Okay, so you guys keep your cool, but some of the sergeants, they like lose their shit and start running. So now I will deal cards. Put everyone in turn order and start the combat. So we got you guys already. Just need to put you this one and add. Right. So he has some little bit weird rules. He gets 3 cards, but he acts on the worst one. Unless he gets a joker, then he goes with that one. So here we go. Right. Joker. Awesome. So you guys take a Benny. And also Goldie. Where's Goldie? Do we have? Oh, yeah. So let me put... so Goldie has 2... oh! You took a card there. I don't know. He has 2 bennies from start, but he gets 1 more because of Arian's Joker. So 3 bennies on Goldie. And you guys take 1 each, and I will put a marker on Genevieve here. She has 4. Okay, so before you do anything, Arion, I just want to remind you that you act whenever you like. It's not that you go first. You act whenever you like. Yes. So...
Well, I'm going to shoot.
You're going to shoot, okay? Yep.
So it's between 24 and 48, so I guess medium range. I don't really count.
Right, medium range. So that's -2. You get plus... let me see, what size is this dude? Give me a moment. This dude is size 15. So that means from the size difference, you get... One moment. +6. +6 to hit from the size difference. And -1 from the darkness. However, right, -1 from darkness. However, he is slightly behind this building here. So I will give him 3 cover. So you are...
Big for that cover.
Sorry?
Yeah, from what building is he getting cover again?
This one here.
Given my angle, I don't really think he gets it, right?
Let me see. Oh, no, he doesn't. No cover. That's true. So just -1 for darkness and -2 for distance, and normal minus and +6. So you're shooting at +3.
And then there's a rangefinder in this thing, right? So that's another plus.
Right. That is if it's between medium and short, and it is. So +4.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Thanks for your patience, guys. Sorry about that.
Oh, it happens. Nice to have you.
Thank you.
Ooh, if you just had one more, we hit with the raise. And you're using, of course, the missile, I guessing, right? Or what
Yes,
are you?
that's the only weapon, only shooty weapon.
That is true, yeah.
No, I'll reroll. And no, actually, I don't need to because I get the +2 from the Joker, so that becomes.
Oh, nice. Good catch there. Genevieve, would you take one more Benny because we started out with the Joker, so you got 4.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. So roll damage with a raise and the +2. Yeah, go.
$27.
27. Yes. Okay. So let me. I also have to give this dude his bennies. Right, 27, and okay, that's 2 wounds on that guy. So I'm gonna try. He's gonna try to soak one of them, or soak as many as he can, of course. So I'm gonna take one of his bennies, doink, and roll bigger. Yes, 1. He took 1 wound then. Awesome. Let's see if I still have the thing here. Right. Okay, so that was 1 wound.
Right, and I'll. Well, I should have got his attention by that, and I would think I would have got his attention by that.
Yes.
And so I will make an obscene gesture at it.
Okay, right. This was something I wanted to talk to you about. All undead. You remember when you intimidated the vampire, right? I forgot there. All undead are immune to intimidation. So
I'm not thinking I can intimidate him. I'm just making an obscene gesture at him, and then I'm going to maybe it might annoy him, maybe it won't.
Right.
And I move.
Okay. But my point was maybe you want to move that point of intimidation to taunt. Because I don't know if you knew when you took intimidation. I don't know if you knew, but of course you can still intimidate the Dark Knights, right? They're not undead, but the undead are immune to fear and intimidation. So just like mechanical issue. I don't know if you knew that when you took intimidation, Arion. Okay, moving on. Did you move? Yes. So wait. Those 4 dudes that are panicked, they run away.
Oh, but I'll get to them. Now you made me.
Sorry, I didn't hear. Could you repeat?
I said, yeah, I will get to them in a minute. I'm moving my one guy who's not.
Right. So they will just run away as far as possible from the thing that they are afraid of. So I was hoping that Kurt, you could run the tanks and the crew members, I mean, and Etienne, if that's
Sure. I suppose I could.
perfect. So there's actually 2 guys in this vehicle. but it's just one token. And let's see here. And 3 guys in this one. Okay. So it was just Rannon that did not run, right? Yes, he kept his cool.
That's everybody.
Okay. Goldie, what does he do?
All right. He sees that thing.
Wait, one moment. I have something for Goldie here. So let's do a, what's it called? A flashback here. So we're going back to a couple of days ago when Venandi started coming out of his horrible state from that shot. And remember, it's not only you're not only recovering from being shot, you're also recovering from like he tried to turn you into vampire, right? You had a combat of fate and your mental grit versus his infectious necrotic entity, right? So you're also recovering from that, and then you're not feeling that well, and then all of a sudden this guy comes and visits you. Let's see here.
Sir Jeremy.
So Jeremy comes and says, This what very, very bad business. How's it going, buddy? He grabs your lower arm and gives it a squeeze. However, I think I have a someone that would cheer you up a bit, and he goes outside again of the tent and comes back in, and on his arm is sitting Goldie. But he is wearing something, actually. Let's put him also here. So Goldie seems to be wearing a suit of armor.
Sir Jeremy, you fixed up Goldie again. What did you do?
And this little dude, he seemed a little bit exposed, so I put together a couple of broken armor pieces, and what do you think? So he has a armor piece for his chest, and his has a small little helmet thingy which you can talk to, and he can like scream back through, but there's no visual component there. And then there's like armor things for his wings and his tail, but if you use them, it will impact his maneuverability. So it's up to you if you want to choose that or not, to have that on him or not. So, but he gets +4 armor. So let me put that in his character sheet here. Do you want to use the armor on the wings and tail, or avoid that part, or?
Sir Jeremy, that looks amazing. He seems comfortable in it. What do you think, Goldie? Yeah, he
says, of course. Let's see here if I have that one. Yep, he seems to like it. Yeah. We've been practicing. He's a fine little boy. So he gives you that. And while you're here, he also wait. I also have something for you here, Venandi. And he leaves Goldie and goes out, and he comes back with your shield. But actually, the shield comes in first by itself. Like, it comes in, it's like slightly above the floor. It's hovering. And you see that he had put on some like stuff on it one moment, let me that resembles those belts you used when you did that dive, that skydive. You used like anti-grav belts, right? It seems like he has like used a couple of those, the main parts of them, and made some kind of device or attachment, something like that, for this. And that will be, let me get that also. Right. So it's like a module instead of the feet thing. So I put it there. In principle, it can hover around you by itself. So that's the main function for 10 rounds. So that frees you up to do whatever you want. And it has some more specific things. It can you can put it to a command center and like control it more precisely, and you can get it to carry a body also. It's the details are there. However, it does weigh 2 more than what your shield weighs now. So if you want to use it, you have to remove 2 from your weight total, because this is so you either get to have the foot add-on or the hover unit add-on. So you can't have both. It says that in that. Did you get the handout? Popped up? Yeah.
This you're a genius. Okay, let me think about this. So, how many? I wonder what's our medevac, our total medevac quantity. Although, if I use the foot, then we might not need as much medevac. Maybe.
Yeah.
Although we have like 20 people with us and only 1 shield, so I'm guessing that we'll still need medevac. I vote for the hover unit.
The hover unit. Okay. So just remove 2 weight from something. You do have some grenades. You could remove those, and then you like keep the rockets, but remove the grenades or the handcuffs and the canteen. You can also remove those, and then you can increase the weight of the shield to 9. So that would be. So you choose which one you want to do.
Yeah, I'll lose the canteen and the handcuffs.
Okay, perfect. Right. So this happened a couple of days ago. He says, "Yeah, I can't have my body being shot to pieces again, can I?" And he gives your arm another squeeze and a nod, and leaves you there with the hovering, shield and Goldie. Right. So let's jump back into the carnage. Right. Your turn. And also a word about, you did talk about what happened last time, that you got people shot up and stuff. Note that we are playing, the way we're playing is that in the story, Sir Etienne's sword is giving you orders, right? So, and in our game, that is that you guys like talk to each other and decide a strategy. So, right. So, if you don't know what to do, Venandi, you can just ask the guys, and in the story, that will be when sword is giving you orders to retreat or attack or whatever it is you guys figure out you want to do. So, if you don't know what to do, you could ask people.
Sounds good. All right. Well, so first I'll say, does Venandi even?
Oh, sorry. It was actually Goldie's turn. Sorry, it was not
right.
Venandi's turn actually. Yeah, go.
Right. So Goldie, he sees that skeleton somehow. I guess he has line of sight, and he flies over to take a closer look at it. He goes by his head and to test his reaction skills and reflexes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell everybody over the radio what happened, that I engaged some giant skeleton dude.
Right, because you guys didn't see it even. But Goldie goes up and takes a look. So now Goldie has to roll a fear check. And also, we have not rolled his darkness check. So he has to roll first for darkness. So do roll a spirit for Goldie for his darkness.
Okay.
Or did we roll for his darkness? I don't remember actually.
I don't think so.
Okay, he did that. Oh, and he doesn't have fatigue, so he did it finally, the darkness one. So remove the fatigue because he does not have any of that.
Okay.
And now he has to roll for this seeing the skeleton because he does that now. So remove, no, not remove. Roll spirit again to see how he reacts for the spirit, for the fear. Fear, yeah. Go. Nice. He does not stop in his flight at all. Just carries on like a brave eagle he is. Where did he go though? Can you click him? I don't see.
I think I exceeded his max range. He's up here in northwest corner.
Oh yeah, he has 48 units, so inches. So that is outside the max range. Yes, do keep him back to.
Okay.
So
yeah. Right. Maybe something like I don't want to get hit by a rocket.
Right. No, not good at all. Yeah. Don't. Yeah. Okay. So moving on to Genevieve. Kurt, just out of character, we've decided to, in the end it was me that decided that innocent bystander, we're going to run those as written in the book. Because up until now I have done innocent bystander, I have put weight on the word innocent. But I'm not going to do that now. So the difference is when you shoot into a crowd of enemies, you will have increased chance of hitting the other ones. So even if you don't hit the one you're aiming at, you will hit the other ones. So this is beneficial to your play style. Yes, so this was out of character. However, in character, again, we're going back to a couple of days ago. You also were hit quite severely and were recovering. Let's remove this dude and put right. So you're also like recovering and the nurses and medical personnel, they have kept you. You want to constantly like go and get dressed and get into combat again, but they are constantly having to keep you down and not letting you move so your wounds won't open again. So you're quite frustrated, and even more frustrated, you can't find your weapons, your SMGs. They're not like beside you. You normally like clean them at night, and yeah.
Right. Oh, where did they go?
Yes. So then again, Sir Jeremy, like he sees the commotion there and hurries into your tent there. Oh, Sister Genevieve, yeah, sorry, I got to thinking about your weapons here, and I borrowed them for a moment and was fiddling around, and all of a sudden and then he takes the two. He is holding the two SMGs, and he puts them, aligns them with each other, and like clicks them into place. And they are now stuck. One of them is stuck on the other one, and it says, "Look what I did," and he hands it to you while they are like attached. So he's been doing some modifications on your weapon. Let me see here. There we go. So, in principle, they have like an extra unit attached, extra like a little mechanism each one. But when they do have that attached, you can click them together, and then they will function as a rifle. And you can just unclick them, and they will be SMGs again. But they do weigh one more, each one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's up to you if you want to have that ability or not.
Well, perhaps maybe at this point she has them locked just because perhaps she hasn't entirely figured out how to detach them.
Right. No, but this is a couple of days before you're still recovering. So if you don't want to have the unit, so first of all, the SMG, each SMG has a little thing attached to it that weighs one, and then when it has that, you can couple them and decouple them. But if you're not interested at all in that function, you can just leave those units with Jeremy here. Or you can take them with you and later decide to attach them for some reason. Or so there's a little like a little mechanism, and if you don't have that attached, the weight does not go up, and then you don't need to then you can't attach and detach them. Does it
Gotcha.
make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So you decide now if you want to have them attached. You decide before you start out on this quest if you want them attached or not. He will of course do what you wish.
I'll have them attached.
No, okay. So that means you have to remove 2 weight from your. Or at this particular moment, you're in the van, right? So you can choose to have it be overweight and be in the van. And then, I don't know what you want to do, but if you go start running, you should probably not be overweight.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll just leave them in the. I'll just leave them in the van for now. Let me see.
What are you leaving in the van? What are you leaving in the van? I don't follow. What are you?
Oh, sure. Well, you mentioned that. Let's see, these overweight SMGs. So you're saying that I basically would just need to like reduce my.
Yeah, I think you have some grenades, right? You have 2 grenades.
Yeah, I can just leave the grenades. I can just leave the grenades in the APC, and and so that's
okay.
fine. I can do that.
Nice. Okay, but it's your turn now. And also all the units. So let me clarify. These AP carriers, they have this cannon on the top, 30 millimeter cannon, and they have two missiles. These are like guided missiles. We never shot these at all in the game, but you are sitting where you can shoot this, and also Etienne is sitting on the other side where he can shoot this. At this moment, this armor carrier driver is not aware of the skeleton, but the one in the middle is.
Okay, so are me and
What?
Etienne aware of the skeleton?
Yes, he is, because he was using the command center and he saw it through your and Arion's helmet cam.
Well,
Okay.
remember, I announced it over the radio, so whoever has a radio will be able to hear what they're saying.
Okay, so what is like giant skeleton? Did you say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, giant skeleton, 12 o'clock, him engaging.
Okay. Right. So they are at least aware of the situation.
And the fact that they heard me use a missile rather than
Right.
charge
That-
it might give them a hint as well.
True. That's true.
All right. So I guess. All right. Genevieve and Etienne will say. Arion, do you want us to? Arion, shall we use missiles against the targets from the APCs, or do you want us to deploy the devs?
One moment. Answer.
And again, the AP carriers also have cannons, right? So that is also a possibility.
Okay. So. How many? They've got two missiles, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
2 each. Yeah.
I would go ahead and fire one of the missiles at.
Okay, cool. We never used these rules before. Missile fire. Where do we find that? Maybe it says that on it. If I look here. Page 79. Missiles. Unless otherwise noted, missiles must lock onto their target before they can be fired. This action is an opposed electronics roll versus the target's maneuvering skill. Success gives the attacker a short lock and allows him to fire up to half the missiles his particular craft can fire at once. A raise is more solid lock and allows him to fire all of them. So opposed skill. So, and then we have written in our version that athletics is the maneuvering skill for pedestrians. So he rolls athletics, but you attack with electronics. He defends with athletics. So that you're trying to get a lock. So what's your electronics?
Okay, let's see. I think with Genevieve, she does not have the electronic skill.
Okay. So -1 then. -2 then. Unskilled.
Right.
If you want to
Okay.
shoot it. Yeah. So
All right.
roll that first. You have to roll first.
Okay, sorry. unskilled.
Okay, so that's not even a success. You do need to get a success.
I will Benny that.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, there we go.
Nice. Okay, 9, and then he has to roll athletics. So you have succeeded with the raise. You can shoot both missiles if you want.
I'll fire off both missiles.
Okay, so let's see here. The enemy attempts to evade each missile separately by making a maneuvering roll at -4 or -2 if the target has substantial cover or to hide behind, such as asteroids, skyscrapers, canyon walls, or even large enemy ships. Critical failure means the craft goes out of control. Okay, that doesn't happen here though. Right, so let's see, what did we have something special here? Right, and you, oh, sorry. You get +2 from the guiding system.
Okay.
So you didn't need to use that first one.
Oh, it's
Benny.
fine.
It's fine.
I mean, it's fine. It's nice to get a raise, so that'll be an
That's
11
true.
then.
Yeah. Okay. Right. But note that the raise does not just means that you can shoot more, right?
Okay.
Okay, so he tries to evade the first one. These fire. So let's see, and go for him. One moment. Okay, so these fire, and he sees them coming towards him, and I would say he has a cover there, so he will get at -2. Right. Wait, one moment. We did not. Yeah, we did not calculate with his. The first, what was the reason? What did I say with the first one? Yeah, you get +2 because of the guiding system, but we forgot about the size difference. You get +4 because of the size difference between your vehicle and him. So that is at +6. That is a 9 there. However, you get -1 for darkness, so you're at 8 there. And do you know the distance they can shoot these missiles?
Oh, let me see.
They do not say.
Oh, the distance for missiles 100, 200, 400.
Right. You actually rolled an 8 there, the first one.
Okay.
So and he rolled a 3. So you take that penny back. You did roll with a success even there. Right. Okay.
Right.
So he's jumping out of the way. Athletics at -2.
Would he cover?
Right? Yes, he has cover. Yeah, he has cover from that where he's shot at there from down there, and he can jump into cover. So this is an evade. It's not like he's not shooting at him right away. -2. First one. The first missile. So he evaded the first one, and now the second one. But it's hit with the second one. So what's the damage on that weapon.
So what part? How much of your body needs to be covered for you to get the cover bonus?
Well,
Okay,
this is
so the
not the
damage
same
on
as.
that one is the damage is 3d10. It's a heavy weapon, medium burst template. On a raise, the top is hit, half armor, an extra d10.
Okay,
Missile
so
rules on page 79 is swayed to avoid.
right. So just roll the damage because he doesn't have any difference in any armor. So just roll
Okay.
damage. Right. So that is a 21. And he was shaken from before. So that is one more wound. He will try to soak that. Right. The cover is not this does not count as the same kind of cover as shooting, but he has cover in this building here.
But my question is, what percentage of you needs to be? Because if I'm
Right, but this is not like that because it's not the cover because it's not a single shot. This he has the opportunity to jump behind this cover, right? That cover over there when you were shooting, that's just at that moment. How much of that is correct? How much of that body is
Oh, and Jax, it looks like would I get an extra d10 because I got a raise?
It doesn't say actually because the raise makes you able to shoot more. In this case,
yeah, but it doesn't negate the one you get for damage. It extends the mechanism to cover the characteristics of the missile. It doesn't negate whatever previous rules that cover damage.
No, because this is not shooting. Doesn't follow the rules of shooting. It follows the rules of missiles. So the raise means that
Right,
you can shoot. Yes.
But that the delivery mechanism is irrelevant. It's the impact of the weapon. So I mean, if a gun does more damage with a raise, the logic would assume that because we're not rolling for location when we do damage on a thing. So if we hit it with another weapon, it should the damage bonus we get from a raise.
I don't think you're right. But we will check that out in the forums. But I will rule that the raise here means that you can shoot more weapons, which you did.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
It doesn't say that you can. It gives more damage anywhere. So we're going to go with that until I check out the rules.
Gotcha. Well, that's what it says in the text box for the weapon. So if you looked at my roll, so if you looked at my roll for my damage, like right below that, it has the text for the what the weapon does.
Right, but that is the old rules. That is from we're not. Yeah, that's from the text of the weapons in the deluxe version. It followed that rules. I will allow you to do like a separate shooting roll, though.
Okay.
This one that hit, you can do like a separate shooting roll and see if that hits him better on the top.
Sure. All right. What's my
no? Wait. No. This does not apply to this dude because this rule, even if it, I get what you're saying, Arion, because this has the setting rule of hitting the top of the thing. This guy does not have stronger or weaker armor anywhere, so it does not apply to him because of that. I see what you're talking about, Arion, now, that if you hit from the top, but this does not apply to that at all. He has equal armor everywhere, so that's the reason why it doesn't apply to this. This is not covered by the system we're using now, we need to find out when it is a raise when you use a missile, because we have nowhere to see that actually at this moment. But anyway, it doesn't apply because he does not have weaker armor anywhere. He just loses 1 hit point, 1 more wound, and he tries to soak that. Let's see here. He does not, so he's at 2 wounds now. Right. You still have the other dudes in the vehicle, and Sir Etienne can also shoot.
Okay, let's see. So, all right. So, Etienne will.
He has quite a hard time hitting him because he actually has no eyes on the target. So he's shooting from blind. That's -6. The target is quite big, though.
So can he move?
Yes, you can move the vehicle into view and then shoot. However, we have Sergeant Soren here in the way, so I don't see how you can get into.
Oh, can I move on over like here?
Yes, normal movement is 12. That's normal movement. If you want to move more than 12, you have to roll a maneuvering roll. Depending on how difficult the terrain is. So you get to go to that point without any considerations. I'll just put Etienne also in there. But if you want to go further, up to 24, you have to succeed in a maneuvering roll.
Gotcha. Okay, well...
And actually, at this point, the maneuvering roll will be only at -1 because this area is quite flat. There's no like difficult terrain or something. Even no bodies in the way, so you could go further.
Well,
but you still won't get to. You still won't get to a point where you can see him. So yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, yeah, I guess we'll just the APC will attempt to maneuver over there, and I'll make the driving roll for the driver.
Okay. So at -1.
Got it.
Right. So nice. So yeah, you got there. Do you see him from there? Yeah, and he did jump. He did jump out of the way with the missile, so he's over there or something. So you do have a little bit of view of him. You could shoot the missiles at him, and of course you can just use the auto cannons also. They have cannons.
Sword does actually have the electronic skill.
Right.
So what are his pluses and minuses?
Right. So it is -1 for darkness, and +4 for size difference. So that's +3, and +2 built into the system. So +5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get a 7 there, and this has to evade with athletics. No, he does not. You get a simple success. You can shoot one of the missiles.
Okay, great. All right. Let's see how this goes. All right. Oh, there we go. 24. AP40.
Right. No, he has to. Now he gets to evade. He has to evade now. He has to roll athletics -2.
Okay.
And he does evade. So yeah. So you shoot the weapon, and it flies past him. He is able to evade that.
Wait, what the initial athletics roll you made?
No, that was for the lock. That was for the lock.
Oh, the lock.
Yeah. First you lock, then you shoot, and then yeah. When you shoot, you don't press anything. Actually, it's not anything. You just say shoot 1 or 2. Yeah. Okay. So he jumped out of the way, but you do still have the guys behind the cannons. They can also shoot normal shots.
All right. I guess the guys, yeah. I guess the cannon guys will shoot at the thing.
Right. So he has some cover. Let's say 3, and there's a darkness modifier 1, so -4. He is the size difference is 4. So that's a wash. What's the range on these cannons?
Okay, it's 50, 100, 200.
Okay, so isn't that almost within short now? Right. Okay, so you're at the wash to hit this guy.
Excellent. All right.
That's a hit.
So that's,
yeah. Yep. Roll damage. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, that doesn't do anything. So the other guy then.
Yeah, it makes sense. Hey, you know, it's that's what happens when you fire at Godzilla. Yep.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. That's also a hit. No, wait. This guy.
Because he's extra.
Right, he's extra. Yeah. So that's a miss. So let's just do that thing here. What?
Okay, so for my APC, I used up 2 of my my 2 missiles and 1 of the autocannon shots.
Yes. I don't think we need to keep track of the autocannon shot. I think you have like 50, 40, something like that. So.
Yeah, it is 40, yeah. Okay.
Don't worry about those. Right.
But like Sword has 1, he has 1 left.
Right. Okay, so moving on to Benandi. Yes, you're up, and your troop.
Okay, Benandi wants to stay closest to the most people for medical help in the future. So says Yellow Squad move north and keep the road clear. Actually, hey, Sister Genevieve, you aren't going to want to bring your tank like this, are you? You aren't going to want to do this with the tanks, are you? I don't know.
Possibly. Well, Etienne will possibly move there if that's tactically advantageous at some point.
Okay, so Yellow Squad, keep the road clear and move north, and fire grenade launchers when you have an opportunity. So they'll do that.
Okay, wait. Does anyone have battle?
Yes,
That's not me.
So you which vehicle? Which vehicle did you just move?
I moved both of them.
Which vehicle did you just move?
Both of them.
He moved both of them.
Right. Which one did you move second?
It's probably Genevieve's actually that got moved second.
Okay. So. All right. But
Right.
okay. But I mean, in the actual play sequence of play that we just went through, which one got moved first and which one got moved second?
Okay, so it was Sword that moved first, and then Genevieve moved second.
So Sword was the one that fired the 2 missiles, and the autocannon?
No. Genevieve shot the missiles. She's sitting on the passenger on the like shotgun, right? She's not the driver. She shot the missiles first. Then the vehicle that Sword was sitting in, the driver drove. Then Sword shot his missile, single, and then the driver beside Genevieve drove forward, and then the cannon guys shot. I don't know which sequence that was, but that's not maybe that important. And yeah, so does that help?
Yeah, that's fine. Just future reference, that the missile would be operated by the guy who's in the turret.
In the
But
turret?
that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. We have said that it's the guy that's sitting, that it's inside. He has like a system there for the missile. That's
Right, but normally, if nobody else was in the vehicle, it was just the two crew guys. Then by that they'd have the guy would have to get out of the turret, run to the back, and shoot it. So, even in modern vehicles, modern vehicles, that would be operated from the turret. So just for future.
Okay.
And
so let's say that there's two operating points for the missiles going forward, because
there might be. I don't know if there's room in that turret for two people. It doesn't look like it.
Well, this is just a picture I found, so these are fictional vehicles. It's not these vehicles. It's just they don't say anything regarding to that. But let's say that the guy in the turret also has possibility to shoot the missiles, but also the guy that's riding shotgun has also possible.
Okay, so tactical question being asked.
Yes, who has the battle skill? Everyone that has the battle skill, roll the battle skill. Does Etienne have? I'm sure he does. Otherwise, he wouldn't be captain.
I'm pretty sure he does.
Yes, do roll for him also. Right. So you would know that grenades will not do nothing against this monster, Arion. Right. So you could say that only in game terms, only heavy weapons will do anything at all against this guy.
Okay, thanks. Yellow Squad, cancel that. Okay.
So guys, do give Venandi some help. What to do with his group?
Yeah.
Since Etienne would have thought of them.
If they don't have any missile weapons, then
Venandi does have 8 what's it called? Dove 2s, right?
Yeah. He does. Troops don't.
Exactly. Yes.
I could give it to the furthest north guy. I guess I could give it to her. Who is that?
Yeah, but that would be very ineffective, right? Because it's not a wild.
Well, you could give it to them, but
yeah.
But the problem is they're going to most likely, if they've already failed once on their morale roll for the darkness, if they're going to have to make a second morale roll when they see it, and if they fail, they're just going to run away anyway. So, I mean, you can risk it, but in order for him to get the missile, he would have to run up to wherever you're at and probably take a turn, switching weapons and giving all that stuff off, and then he would have to run forward to where he is shot, and then he'll have to pass a spirit test, and then he can shoot. So it's probably a 2 to 3 round turn operation. It's maybe worth trying. Just don't count on it, because the guy will probably fail his failures in morale.
Yeah, and he also, or any one of them, are just wild extras, right? So you have much more chance of hitting anything, and you have the bennies and stuff like that. So it's quite a pity to give the weapons to them, effectively thinking, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you guys, they have shooting D6, and I've got D10.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And an extra die, right? And bennies, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. should we try to move Yellow Squad up here and they can distract him? You know, if we surround him, I was thinking if we surround him, then he doesn't know which way to turn. You know.
Well, no, it wouldn't be a bad idea to move the other squad north just to clear the route out to run a vehicle up that way. So that we want to make sure those buildings there. Just because there's a big giant skeleton guy doesn't mean there are not other guys around. So we wanted to run that vehicle north on the secondary road, on this original road that was on, and thus get the creature in some sort of crossfire. That's a good thing. But you just I would just run the infantry forward to clear those buildings, make sure there was no bad guy infantry in them, and then trying to keep them not looking at the creatures for as long as I can. And then, if once the pathway is cleared, then you can run the vehicle up there and you get him in a cross.
Perfect. Yes. Okay, Yellow Squad, do what he said. So they go up. I don't know if anybody has checked this building. Marcus will do that. There, he says clear, and he goes around another corner and says clear. All right, that's good. Esther does the same thing here. She takes her a minute, and then she says it's all clear. Jax, interrupt me if there's bad guys in there.
Yep, I will.
All right, and then these guys just move up north.
Okay, and what about Venandi?
Except they'll try to keep the road clear, like Ariane was saying. Okay, Venandi, yeah, he should take a shot.
Can you at all get to a place where you can see him and shoot? I don't think you can. I think you just need to. Or maybe, yeah, right. Let's see. If you move, you have faster movement, so you could move to this point. Let's see. You have 12 standard movement, right?
8 or 13.
Right.
8
right.
Normal. 13 right.
Yeah. And you just take -1 from running also. So you could run to this point.
Steady hand edge.
Right, exactly. So you could run to this point and shoot, or like get to that point and shoot next turn. It's up to you.
Okay. Cool.
So one minus is not that much because he is quite easy to hit, right? Since he's so big. So I would do that. I would run here and shoot. That way you also use your new edge.
Sounds good. All right, here we go.
Okay, so you have -1 from darkness, -1 from running. The range is medium, so -2 for that. That's -4 total. He is 6, size 6, so you get +6 for the size difference. That means you're shooting at a +2 total.
Nice.
Oh, that's a hit with the raise. Nice. 24. Oh dear, my little skeleton is falling to pieces first round. What are you guys doing to him? Let's see here. Right, one more wound. I will use one Benny to save my poor little skeleton here.
Well, one thing I was going to ask about the skeleton, did you mean to give the skeleton only a D6 in vigor, or is he supposed to have a better vigor?
That is correct. It is D6. It is not more.
Okay, well, just curious.
And he does soak that, which also means that he is not shaken anymore. So yeah, you guys deplete my pennies here. Yes, I use an awesome supplement, Summoner Circle, it gives me points to buy like powers on the assailants, and I had no more points left. So he has D6 and vigor. So it's not like made up. It's according to he is better at other stuff.
How many bennies have this guy chewed up now, or so far?
He has used 2 of his own and 1 of mine.
Okay.
Right. So now it's his turn. Venandi did shoot. Let's not forget. Right. So everyone now can also roll a academics roll. Does anyone have academics? I know that Genevieve has. Does Venandi also have academics?
Nope.
No. Okay. You are rolling this at a -4, though. No, let's make it -2 to make it more interesting. Yeah, -2. Yeah. Okay. No, you do remember something about.
Actually, I'll Benny.
You're Benny. Okay.
I'll Benny it.
Okay. Go.
Oh,
No,
it was worth a shot.
It was worth a shot. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you do remember something about a drawing of us like a giant skeleton, but not much more. Okay, so it's his turn now, and he tries to do something that you guys don't see right away. Let's see here. What happened? Ugh, why is that not? Oh, yeah, right. I got it wrong. Okay, I've set it up wrong. Give me one more. There. Right, here we go. Right. So there is a weird flicker around this dude, and he becomes invisible.
Cool. I mean, it looks cool. It's bad for us, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Looks good visually.
So he goes invisible, and so in Savage Worlds, the invisible is just that he is hard to find. It doesn't mean that he's like completely invisible, but he's harder to find and harder to hit. So his to hit thing goes up, and his to find thing goes up also. Right. And he moves.
Well, if he moves,
Yes.
that in large part invalidate the invisibility because it's a big.
No.
He's invisible.
Right.
But he's making big, huge footsteps on the pavement and making noise.
Yeah. Yes, you can see where he is. Yes, he's not. You still know where he is, but he's invisible. So he goes there, more or less. Let's see, like that. And no, wait, sorry. Yes, he goes there, but he also. Let me see. He also picks up this car while he passes by. So he's holding this car now. Right. That's his turn. So let's see here. And we got Joker, so we have to shuffle. And now we deal. And we sort. So skeleton goes on his lowest card. Arion, you're up.
Okay, just also when you're looking on the boards for whatever they're doing that research, also find out why they use electronics as a targeting role for missiles, because it should either be shooting or it should be agility. Electronics has nothing to do with it, at least not from the operator's point of view. The missile has its electronic system, but the operator either guides it to the target, which would mean
that's the Suede rules, and the point is that in the skill, I know this answer, in the skill electronics, also all kind of console interface, any kind of console interface is an electronics role in Suede. So in other settings that I have like broken this rule and said that console interface is another skill called operate, and electronics is just electronics with volt and ampere and stuff like that. But according to the base rules of Suede, console interface is part of the electronic skill. So it's not that he's rolling electronics, he's not like trying to fix the diodes so that the missile hits better. It's the console, like in principle, your gaming skill. What's your gaming skill? That's counted in electronics. So, yeah.
So that includes moving the joystick.
Sorry, could you repeat, please? Moving?
So that includes moving the joystick, right? Was that
exactly? Moving joystick, operating a mechanical digging device, setting up your microwave, any kind of user interface, except hacking. Like hacking is further removed to something else with programming and stuff like that. But all kind of user, like even programming your VCR or your TV, that is electronics. So that's why. And I don't agree with it. In other games I roll, I split the skill up in two different stuff. Electronics is just electronic fields and voltmeters, and the other one is I make up a skill called operate. So, but that's the explanation. Right, you're first, Arion. All right. These guys, after they run one turn, they are shaken. So you have to roll to unshake them. These guys that ran. So before you move them too far, let's do that.
Okay, well,
let's say they ran to. Okay, let's forget about it. They say they ran to. If you want, otherwise you can.
Better to move to do that. I'll just kind of move them back where I think they were, because I just had them. I put where I put them just to indicate they were off board, because they would have run straight off the board.
Right. No, they run one turn and then they are shaken and have to unshake. Right. So unshake is a spirit roll, but you get +1 from. Did Etienne get a better command? He got extra. Right, and I again forgot to put that in. Yeah, right. So you can press the group.
Right. What's the modifier? Is it 1 or 2?
It's a +2 because Etienne is like, get out of it, guys. Don't. Yeah. So so it was. So Cannon and Soren are still shaken, but the other guys are free to do whatever they like. Cannon and Soren have 3 movement, and that's all they can do. It's because they are still shaken. Let me put that. Where's Soren? Here's. No, this is. Hey.
Cannon is off the board.
No, they don't. They don't keep running. They stop running. They can control themselves, but they are shaken. So the only thing they can do is move 3 pace. When you're shaken, you can only move 3 distance. Well, in principle, half your distance, half your movement when you're shaken. Okay. Nice.
Hey, okay, for a moment, gotta use the restroom.
Welcome back.
No, he just went, so he'll be back soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right. So, Arion, are you doing something? Are you finished? No, you are doing something.
Moved and reloaded. So yeah, we're done.
Okay. Right, Venandi, you're up. And
Okay.
yeah. So the general order for the troops was to move north, and you should probably. I don't think you have a clear shot there, do you guys? I don't think you have one.
Maybe this outer edge, this northeastern edge of the guy, but I don't know. It doesn't look likely.
Yes, you would have severe from the point you are. You would have many negative to hit him. He's also.
That's okay.
You also see this like car in the air. There's a car like floating in the air.
Yeah, good call. I'm guessing he's not going to eat it. He's most likely going to throw it at us.
Yeah.
All right. So whoever this is, Priscilla, I think she's going to check this building here. She says clear, and then Elijah moves north and well, first. Now let's just start from the top. So this guy comes out. Runs in there and checks it. And then Priscilla, come up and check this outbuilding here. I think that's Marcus, actually. Runs in there and checks that one. This guy goes up to that one, and then he or she
they clear that building also.
Kind of. Yeah, that's good. Maybe up here or something, something like that. Forgot about this guy, so you can come up here. All right. Venandi says, should I try to shoot that car at some point? Or should we try to blow that car up?
I would be a really hard thing to hit. So just shoot at the skeleton. And plus, him holding it would give you a better way to target him too. So,
True.
So just go ahead and shoot at him.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay. So you're -1 for darkness, and he's actually like ducking behind this building, more or less. So he has a +4 cover.
Well, then don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Yeah.
Just wait till go on react or delay or whatever the rule
All
is.
right, hold. You can go on hold. Yeah.
Yeah, go on hold.
Yeah. So you're like just ready to shoot or whatever you wish to do.
What about this though? Can you guys see this movement here for Venandi? Can you see that arrow? No, you can't. Okay. Well, what about this? I'll use the thing here. What about this?
Yes, so you can move there, but then you will not be on hold, which is not necessary, of course.
I wouldn't do it unless you can get into cover.
Yeah.
So there's a bus here, right? So you could get behind the bus somehow. Like
oh, thanks. Yeah, I didn't notice that.
here or at this end, you would have a 4 cover. But I mean, considering he's throwing cars, right?
Well, you want to get to the point where he can't see you. So it covers less relevant than if you're behind the bus and up against it and underneath the windows. Unless he saw you run to that spot, he's not going to know you're there.
Good call. Yeah, the bus and this building could both be full of bad guys. So let's see.
Could be. I doubted it before. Could be. So be careful.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I like to.
Okay,
like
but
to
just let
take
me
action.
just clarify the mechanics. To go on hold is not to do anything, not even move. So you can't move and go on hold, but you can move and move. So you could get there, but if you want to like sit ready on the trigger, that's then you can't move.
Are the vehicles on their own turn?
The vehicles are on Genevieve's turn.
Well then, yeah, you can do whatever the hell you want. Then.
Right on. I just remember that I should stay close to y'all for
So yeah, just I would say not move, then just go on hold because you can move later. Yeah, but yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Wait, okay. So moving on to the skeleton, he got better than Genevieve for some reason. Right. So he is going to run. Let's see, how far can he? Right, you can move 13, right?
Yeah.
I'll just get there. Okay. He will just move then. Yeah, he moves there. That's his turn. So then it's Genevieve's turn. Is he back? Okay, I think he's away. But Arion, just to back to that issue with the missile. I misunderstood your point at the start. So you were correct, but there's just no way to know how to hit the top of a vehicle if this was a vehicle. But I will try to find that out. But this is not relevant to him because he is not different. He does not have different different armor levels.
I think that Genevieve was asking about that. I didn't. I think she was
okay. Okay.
He was asking about whether.
Right. Yeah. But you said something, and I thought you meant something else. So you were correct in what you were saying, but it was just that this guy doesn't have a top, so to speak.
Okay, whatever that was, I was right about. Okay.
Yeah, you were right about it. Yeah.
Something neither of us remembered. That's good.
Yeah. No, I do remember. It was. You pointed out that the mechanics of the weapon does not change whether how the delivery system is. And that was correct. It was
I was arguing that in regards to the extra damage.
Exactly. Yeah. So our problem here was twofold. One, that there's no way to, according to the new rules, know what a raise is, and the other is that this dude does not have a top. So that part, the second fact, means that D10 is not added. But the first part, that we don't have a raise system, that I have to find out, and I will do that.
Okay.
Because it should be working. Okay, I'm going to. Why don't you guys take a turn for Genevieve? I don't know, or do you want to wait more? I can wait more.
Ariane, it's up to you.
Well, let me see. Well, we can move one of the vehicles, at least one that she's got.
Okay.
How fast does that thing go?
12 you can move 12 without rolling. If you want to go more than 12, you have to roll a maneuvering roll depending on the terrain you're on. So,
and what cover would this provide? This pile?
I don't know. Let's say it has 2 cover. Yeah. Or would it? Yeah. Cover for the tanks, it will be 2. Yeah. For a person, it would be probably 3 or 4. Those cracked area, that's hard terrain. So that will increase an eventual maneuvering roll if you want to do that. But you're just going 12, so you don't need to roll anything.
I'm back.
Okay, so right, we were almost doing a move for you, but it's your turn. Venandi is on hold, and the skeleton just moved a couple of paces. And I forgot the thingy. Wait, I have to do the thingy. Right, just a couple of paces. So yeah, did you move there? The tank moved there. Okay, the driver moved there. Right. So we move one of your vehicles, Genevieve. You can carry on from here.
All right. I take it, were you going to have, what was Sword going to do? Was he going to try to search for the target or shoot at it?
Well, no, it's, as far as I know, it's still somewhat behind the building and the physics don't work. So, of shooting at it. So he just moved, and hopefully next turn we'll get a better chance to shoot at it.
Okay. All right. Okay, so...
So the gunner in that vehicle is on hold then, right?
Sure, why not? Yeah,
okay.
Sure. I'm on hold.
All right, I'll tell you what, Genevieve will move up and she'll also go on hold.
Well, I would suggest you go down.
Which way? Which way do you want me to move? Oh, so you want to go that way. All right.
Down. That way you can get in and across.
Ah, yes, the interlocking fields of fire. I forgot about that. Yes.
Right. So you need to roll a maneuvering roll, and you're like crossing that car there.
Yeah, I would just move up to, like, if you'll permit me to move it.
All right, sure.
And stop.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. No roll required there. So actually, Genevieve, Etienne, and the two gunners are on hold. It was just the drivers that did something. I would just like to remind you of Etienne's edge that gives everyone a bonus, right? So that could be used here, but it has to be used.
Yes, I think he will use his. Let's see, inspire, and I think he'll just use it to support all shooting attacks in range.
Right. So you could do that now, and in the next turn, everyone that's shooting gets a according to what he rolls a modifier. So yeah. So what does he say? What's shooting like pearls of wisdom does he part to the group?
Oh well, unfortunately, he critically failed that one. So
okay, so
his comms got garbled. Nobody could understand him. So
I guess so.
No, we. I think you actually get a -2 on.
That sounds right. Yeah, that sounds right.
On that. So let's see here. But I don't know. I'm gonna read the rules for this edge because maybe it does say that a critical failure will not impact the recipients. Social edges, professional edges, power edges, leadership edges, inspire. Here we go. Inspire exceptional leaders, inspire those around them to great feats of valor and determination once per turn. The hero may roll his battle skill to support one type of trait roll and apply to all allied extras in command. And he also encompasses you guys because he also has natural leader. So any leadership edge that says it applies to only extras now applies to wild cards as well. Where was I? Extras in command range. A leader could support all shooting attacks in range. For example, a spirit roll to recover from being shaken. Inspire is an action, requires some sort of yes. So you all get -2 to shooting next round. So this was very unfortunate, but that's how the cookie crumbles. Right. But still, the two gunners and Venandi and Genevieve are on hold. You can take your action now or not. It's up to you.
Yeah. I'd say we're just gonna wait until that thing attacks or materializes.
Right. Okay. Moving to next turn then. So I will still.
I want to go down like this. Let me know what y'all think, but maybe something like this to get closer to everybody. What do you think?
Sure.
Yeah, because this guy, for example, is pretty far away. He's pretty close to.
Yeah, well, he's hidden too. I don't know how to represent that, but he just went out of that spot and just hiding, sticking an eye out through a window. He's not doing anything but watching and reporting.
Excellent.
Okay, so Venandi does do something with his turn, so you're not on hold anymore. Genevieve and the gunners are on hold. You have to remember this just. Okay, Kurt, because I am going to give you a new card because the other guys in your group are getting new cards. Right, moving on. Deal cards. No, that was the wrong button. Deal cards to turn on items. And then order by card suit. Skeleton goes last. Right. Arion is first. So it is quite a game of like nerves, even though it's like a giant kaiju. You're like waiting in the odd corners and seeing who goes first.
Right.
2 for rolling unshake, right? Modify.
Right. Modify +2. So yeah, they did not. Cannon got out. Yeah, Cannon got out. Soren did not, though. Yep.
Hi. Stay where he. No really point in them moving.
I didn't hear what you said, but
I'm talking to myself.
okay, cool.
That's what you're.
Okay. Now it is. We actually forgot Goldie last turn. What would let's do Goldie now.
All right.
Yeah.
He is going to try to distract him, so fly right past us.
Right. So yes, which skill is it you're using to do that?
I forget what it's called. It's instead of attacking, it's distract.
Oh, you mean you're flying at him, trying to distract him?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be you have used athletics before for that, so roll that. But you never did say about the wings and the. Is he going to use those things?
Yeah. Does that reduce his
It does.
range?
It does. Yes. Not his range, but it does reduce his skill roll here.
Oh, okay.
So let me put it in his character sheet just so we don't need to think about it all the time. In the athletic skill, I'm gonna put -2 and write armor. So that's the reason why it's at -2. Right. So you roll athletics then. Okay, that's not a success. That means he doesn't even have to roll against you. So you could Benny that if you want. Don't think you need to do that now, but it's up to you. It's up to you.
It's good.
It's good. Okay, so he tried that, but that was his previous turn. Now we're in this turn. It's Venandi's turn, and Goldie's going to get another action this turn when we get to him again. Right, Venandi, what are you doing now?
Very well. Okay, yellow squad, move north. Trying to think about, I guess the line of sight doesn't really matter. It's mostly about clearing the buildings, right? So here we go.
Right.
Being out in the open like that isn't great. Maybe get this guy behind this car. And there we go. All right.
Okay.
That's good. And then Venandi, you try to get closer to the mill.
Okay.
Gotta zoom in some here. There we go. The map goes crazy. It moves all over the place if I zoom out too far.
Yeah, I know. Don't zoom out all the way out because it begins jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Where'd he go? There he is. So just west, I guess. West, southwest. Okay.
Okay. So now it's Goldie's turn. For this round.
All right. Maybe you can check some buildings, and I guess he would probably make some kind of alarming cry if he spotted bad guys.
Okay,
Seems plausible. So let's check.
Oh, if you could distract it again. I mean, that's not a bad idea.
I'm wondering if that armor is. I mean, it's cool, but like if he's not going to be effective. I mean, if keeping him alive is nice, but if he can't accomplish anything, then.
Hmm.
Jax, let me take off that wing armor, please.
Okay.
Change my mind.
Okay. I'll let you do that. Let's see here. Okay. But he still has armor on his main body and head. So.
Nice. All right. So here we go for another distract flyby. It's like buzzing the tower.
Go.
He gets a little bit more. Something like that. All right. And distract. Athletics. Oh, is it agility, I think?
Athletics. Okay.
Ooh.
Roll.
Athletics. There it is.
Oh, 5? Okay. Then he has to contest you, oppose you, as it's called, with agility. And he does. So he's okay there. Right.
All right.
Wait. I rolled Goldie. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Wrong one. So what? He doesn't have that.
I was going to say.
Yeah, that was strange. Yeah, here we go. He does not. So do you want to make him distracted or vulnerable? So the thing is that vulnerable
Which one lasts
is
longer?
Distracted lasts longer. Yeah.
That's the one.
Okay, distracted. Okay. So there we go. So he's at -2 everything he does this round. Right. Then it's Genevieve. Your turn.
Okay. All right. Well, since she sees that, Goldie just flight by, I guess we're gonna do the interlocking fields of fire and fire onto the fire onto the skeleton.
Okay. Right.
Well, keep track of your movement. So, because you can shoot, move, fire, and then get back into cover again. So keep track of your movement.
Okay, so I guess we'll try that.
You were right up against.
Yeah.
Okay, so they move out.
You don't need, in order to fire your weapon, you only need to be about halfway into the you probably you need to be about halfway into the road there.
All right, so Genevieve will fire off her dove at the.
Oh, so you get out.
Let's see.
You're sitting in the.
I mean, unless she can stick it out the window and fire.
Well, I guess you can open the hatch and shoot out from there.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, open the hatch and fire.
Okay, so, however, if you're going like this way, so while it's moving, that would be that you're shooting from a moving vehicle. So it's at -2 more.
Okay.
But if you get out, you're not from a moving vehicle, so it's up to you.
I'll you know,
And, remember, you're at -2. You're at -2 because of your senior knight's extreme knowledge on shooting.
Right. So I think it'll just move. It'll just move and stop rather than trying to dart back.
Okay. So you're moving, opening the door, and shooting with your dove.
Well, that's my point. If you're going to take the penalty for moving anyway, it really doesn't make sense for you to stop there in the middle of the street.
Oh well, I mean, I wouldn't take the penalty for moving if we stopped.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, you just said he did, so that's why I just said what I just said. So what you're saying then, Jax, is he won't take the penalty for moving if he stops.
Right.
Also, don't need to go out that. Take advantage of the cover from.
So, like right there, then?
Right there.
Right. Right. Good point. So yeah. So so let's do the dove then.
Right.
-1 for darkness. However, this is more or less the same as the invisibility minus. So I'm not gonna count that this time at all. So okay. -4 for invisibility.
Gotcha.
At this angle, he does not have that much cover. So that's that. +6 for size difference because you're shooting, not the vehicle. But -2 because of your esteemed senior knight. So you're at a wash.
But I do have a laser painter on it, so it's a
nice.
+2 to hit.
+1. No, +1.
Oh, right, because of the darkness. Yep.
Yeah. No. The laser painter follows the rules of Suede, which is +1 now.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. The darkness modifier is like a little bit like washed away because he's invisible. You can't count the darkness and invisibility like twice.
Yeah, makes sense.
So he just gets the invisibility modifier, not the darkness. Yeah, so you're at the wash.
Okay, so it's a 4, so it looks like a hit.
That's a hit. Okay, so roll damage.
Wish.
Okay, 16. That's not gonna do anything.
You know what? I'll just Benny to see if I can get I'll just Benny the damage, see if I do better. But I
Okay.
do have no mercy, so I get +2.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah, and you did put the plus in. So let me do the calculations here. That's 4 wounds on this guy. He will try to soak some of that. No. Should I? No, I'll just take that wounds then. Okay. Right. So you hit him really critical place. I don't know where is critical on a skeleton, but you hit that. Probably you don't even see where you shoot at. But
No,
yeah.
probably the rib cage, rib cage and spine.
Could be, yes, like where he's put together. Well, I don't know. 5. Can I soak any of that? Do you think? I don't think so.
He's carrying 2 wounds right now, right?
Right. Yeah, he's now at 6. So 1 more wound and he's out. Right. No, that's that. Yeah, I don't think I can. I'll try soak 1. Let's see what happens.
Oh, you get a -2 for the distraction on this roll or not?
Right. I'm not gonna do that then. There we go. No, I'm gonna go with that 6. Okay. So yeah, that was Genevieve. We still have everyone else in your troop.
Okay, so let's see. So sword is. Let's see. So I guess sword will. Well, oh yeah, right. So I guess I'll do the APC shots. So and then sword will fire off the last missile.
Okay, so this
you probably can't even see him at this point.
Yeah. He
physics of the building. So just move. You can move the vehicle forward, and then just put the gunner and sword on hold. So if it comes around the corner there, you can shoot it.
Okay, so I already moved it. So then they'll just go on hold.
Okay.
Wait for it. Wait to see if it closes in. Okay,
Right.
and then the other gunner will fire. At
Right.
The skeleton.
So he has where was I? The same thing, but without the red thing, right? He doesn't have that red dot, so he's at the wash.
The wash. Yep.
Yeah, and that's a hit. So roll damage. That is not enough though to get through his thingy. Oh, and it's a small burst template also. Yeah, but that's irrelevant. Okay, so now it's his turn, and the one gunner and the sword are on hold, right?
Yep.
Okay, so he will, or she, we don't know, throw his car at you guys. So he will not come out from his hidey hole. He will throw his car. Let me see. Okay, let me do something here. One moment.
Though he'll kind of have to stand up and to look, right, to see where he's. Unless he's throwing lightning.
He could just throw without seeing. He gets -6 -6 to hit something you can't see. Let me see.
That would be
no.
-8, right? Because of the distraction.
Right. Right. And back to this one. So he's throwing the car. -8. And -4 more for size difference. Well, actually, this attack is an area of effect attack. So he's just throwing at that area there. So -8. Right. He misses. So this deviates, and I made some new stuff here. North. Just 2. So let's see, this might hit anyway. Yes, the car is hit. The vehicle is hit. So
Is it not supposed to be 2 6-sided dice?
Yes, but this is not. It's like I made some other rules for this because, I mean, he's throwing a car, so he's rolling a 12-sided dice. So he's throwing, but he's a big guy, so it's still throwing, but it goes further. So he has a specific rules for his deviation. This is I'm rolling damage. 29. What is the armor toughness of the vehicle? And it was which direction was this car facing? Did we say that?
I didn't see it rotate. I think it was aimed.
It was going northbound, right? So it's probably facing north. So it's hitting the front of the vehicle. And there it has toughness 25. So actually that is 1 wound to the car. So to the personnel carrier. Let me see here. I have a sound here, not perfect. Let me see. So 1 wound, and he rolls on the vehicle effects. The vehicle critical hits. Okay, that's that. So it hits the vehicle there, and that's that. So you guys were on hold, but he did not come out of his place there. So, but you still can act now if you want. But no real reason to, actually.
There's no point. You can't even see.
Yep. Okay. So next turn. Deal. And sort by card suit. And skeleton goes last. So Goldie, you're up again.
All right. He has eagle eyes that help him see this invisible thing even in the dark. So here we go for another distract flyby.
Okay, so athletics.
All right.
Roll athletics. Right, 4. So he has to roll athletics. He is not distracted more at this point, but he will probably be in a moment. Oh, he did roll enough agility there, so he's not distracted. So yeah.
Okay.
Venandi, you're up.
All right. Keep going north, men.
Where are you? Oh, you're here. Right. So maybe you don't need to go north anymore at this point because that vehicle is not going north. So maybe you should.
We still need to clear it. We might as well.
Oh,
just
fine.
need to clear out.
Yes. Okay.
They can't do anything else. So yeah, they
That
might
is
as well
true.
just
That
clear.
is true. Yeah.
Yeah. I like the flanking crossfire idea that you were talking about, Ariane. It makes sense. Especially since there's only one enemy that, as far as we can tell. All right, so this guy is going to check this building here. And then this guy for this building here. And same thing here. They're checking them out, seeing if they hear any movement or any zombie growling or anything like that. And then I would just kind of hide behind this car, I guess.
Oh yeah. By the way, I also forgot. He's also going to move. This guy. He's going to move up here to get some cover from Genevieve there. So I don't know if that changes your actions, Venandi.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm trying to get maybe at least up here or maybe even further up. See, I don't think that we're going to be hitting each other with our weapons, even if we did a full surround, because he's so tall.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know about the deviations. Do the deviations affect height? You know, like aiming up and down, or are they mostly just for ground level?
They deviate. Well, the rules just say they deviate on the plane. They don't, but I don't know. We don't have any rules for that. At least it's just in the plane at this moment.
Okay. And Benandi should probably just stay right about where he is. He looks like he's in the middle of everybody.
Right. Okay.
Well, I would move north. Just a suggestion, because you're not gonna. I mean, if you got a weapon that could be used in this, then you need to move, because you're not gonna be able to do much. But if you don't, then that's fine.
Well, I guess it's so we're trying to shoot this thing. It's translucent in the dark, right? But I guess we were able to do it. Maybe.
Well, it moves and has impact on this environment around it, so we got an idea where it's.
There you go.
It makes noise and it bangs.
That's true. Yeah, Jax, do I have line of sight from here?
No, not really. No.
Okay.
Because he's also crouching down.
Mm-hmm. I'll go north a little bit, just up to that next alley. It's good. Did anybody check this building yet?
No.
Yeah.
We did? Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so that's good.
Okay. That was Venandi and his troops moving to Genevieve. So you're gonna kill my not kill, destroy my little skeleton toy now.
I believe Genevieve has to reload, so she's going to reload.
Right. And actually, the cannons, they are area of effect weapons, right? So in principle, I don't see how you can miss with that. Because even if it deviates, it's still within within that target.
Okay, well, the cannon will continue shooting. Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, but it does affect if it's a raise or not. But so you do need, and it does affect if it's critical. Oh, you did roll. Nice. So last turn you were a wash. So this turn you were actually +1. So this is a hit with a raise. Roll
That's
damage.
awesome.
Yeah. What? What is that?
Sad. Yeah, I know. Good hit. Just not the
Good
not
hit,
the-
yeah. Well, that's almost sad. And also, you can do 2 actions, right? You can reload and shoot at a -2.
Okay, sure. If you'll let me do that, then I'll do
Yeah,
that.
but now he has some cover.
Yep.
So he was -4 for darkness and invisibility. And I would say he has -3 for cover.
Okay, so -7.
-7, yes.
But there is the size and my laser pointer.
Right. So +6 and +1, so that's the wash. But you're at -2 because you do multi-action.
Correct.
Right. So -2, it's a miss.
Okay,
Oof.
I'll Benny that. I'll
Yeah.
Benny that. Might as well.
No.
Ugh, that just does not want to roll. All right, I'll use my last Benny.
No. Ugh. Okay.
Yep, I just didn't want to hit. Oh well.
Didn't want to hit. Yeah. That's so unfortunate. Okay.
Well, hold on. You're at. Do you get that? You said you get that +2 for rolling when you do rerolls, right?
Oh
That's
no,
the
it's only
damage.
for damage. Only for damage.
Oh,
Yeah. You should get the Elan edge. That will also give it to you on
I have a
plate
higher
rolls.
spirit than I got. I
Ah,
believe
right. Yeah, right. Okay. Right, but you still have some other troops. This dude, the cannon guy, also, he can in principle not fail to hit because the target is so, like, let me show you. Let me see
Yeah.
here. So if you take one of these small ones and you just place it inside of him and just roll, like, okay, just roll something and you don't crit fail, it will just deviate and hit him anyway. So no reason not to do that.
All right. Well, sword. Sword is definitely going to try to use the missile against the creature.
Okay, so let me calculate that. -4 for darkness and invisibility, -3 again for cover, and you get +2 from the handling of this missile itself, and +6 for the size, so you're at +1. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so roll athletics, no, electronics at +1, but he gets to roll against that. But you didn't succeed even, so he does not need to roll against that. It is opposed, yeah. Okay, so he didn't get a lock still. He's like, the system he says no, the negative, there is no target because it actually does not see any target. So,
right.
Yeah. But the dude on top,
guy.
Yeah, so let's calculate the different. It's the same negatives, but he does not get +2, So he's at -1, but it's more or less irrelevant. So he's rolling at -1. Okay, so roll damage. Yeah, that is a hit. So yeah, roll damage. 10. Not gonna do anything against that dude. Yeah. Okay. Right. That was that. Arion. You still can move the. You can move the vehicle if you want.
Okay, well, it'll move after shooting, so it'll fall back behind some cover.
Okay, nice. Arion, your turn. Okay. Oh, he's okay now.
Whose turn is it?
It's Arion. He is moving his troops.
And that's my turn.
Okay. So I think it's time for Benny now. I mean a Joker. Nope, no Joker. By card suit, Goldie is first.
Okay, he's going to perch on the tallest point of this building here and call out at that skeleton to try to lure him out of his hiding place here. It's an ambitious move, I guess.
Okay, but well, okay. I don't think he will even look at you. Don't think it will work. That does he have taunt? You don't even have taunt skill.
No.
He could do that at -2, but yeah, you could do that at -2. Do you have
Okay.
No, it doesn't work. Intimidation doesn't work, but you can taunt him at -2. You can roll that. Roll unskilled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Skill. Oh, there it is.
Oh, 7. Okay, so he has to resist that. Let me just remove this. And that is smarts, not his strong.
He has no brain.
He has no brain, no. So he is actually, yeah, you can choose again, distracted or vulnerable, whichever you want.
Okay, distracted, please.
Okay, distracted, yes. That makes much sense because the other guys will go after him. So that's... oh, it's still on. The icon's still on him. Right. Yeah, and then it's Vinendi, actually. So, yeah. And he's distracted.
Okay, maybe this is a good time to take a shot. Now, so he's going to roll -2 for everything, and so that if he tries to evade, then that...
Yeah, but he doesn't evade the 80 doves. Those are not evaded. That's just hits on fail.
All right. I don't know if I can move west all the way to cover. That's pretty far. Yeah, that's not going to work. Oh, you guys can't see that anyways. I was thinking maybe I can almost reach that car, but not quite. Well, Yellow Squad moved north.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. This guy goes over here. All right. Andy hasn't heard anything about injuries from anybody, so it's pretty much nothing to do. Any suggestions for Venandi?
You know, if you got a weapon you can use, get closer.
Maybe, yeah, Jax, does this pile of rubble here, does this count as cover?
Yes. 3 or 4, something like that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Have we tried taking down this building that he's using? I wonder if the tanks, no, they're APCs, they can't, okay.
No, they do have cannons. They can shoot at the building, yeah, that is true.
They don't do enough basic damage to affect the building.
It will take a while, yeah. That is true.
You gotta break it like 40-10 barrier or something like that to do enough damage or something. It's something else.
Yep.
All right, gotcha. So he'll just take a shot. I've got like 6 rockets left. Might as well.
But
where you go?
But at this place, you can't even see him. You
can't see him.
You need to at least up there. Okay, but you still can't see him from there either. But you could plan to get closer to soon be able to shoot him, right? If you move, let me see. If I try to figure this out, if you like move there, like if you move there.
Even then, you're not. If he's crouched down behind the building, well, how tall is the building? First of all,
the building is 2 stories high, and he is 85 feet. So one story.
That's 8 stories, or at least 7.
Yes. So let's see. How we said 14 feet is 1 story, right? So yeah. So that's 28.
And 6 stories.
Yeah. So he's crouched down quite good. So you do see some of him, and he does have, as I said, he doesn't have full cover. He has some cover. Yeah.
All right. Time to pull the trigger.
Okay. So it's -7 cover and invisibility. You get +1 from your red dot. You get +6 from size difference. So it is a wash to hit this guy.
Okay.
Yep. A 0. There must be something wrong with something. Yeah. Just ignore this and roll again.
Okay.
Ignore this roll. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. Ooh, okay. That's a hit with a raise. Right. That is actually enough. You shoot that missile, it goes into that fuzzy area there, and it's a big explosion and a whole lot of crumbling sound. And now the fuzzy area above the building is no longer there. Good job, guys.
Good job.
Good idea, Ariane.
Great shot.
You did it. One kaiju down. Right. So what do you guys do after this event?
We still got a mission to complete, so we'll report in what we've got happened and then continue on our way.
Okay.
Unless we get any word back from HQ to do something different, but we'll just radio in, tell them what we give them a report on what
Right.
happened.
They do say, mission, main mission is of highest importance. What's it called? Not important. It's called priority. Highest priority. Yeah, and they do say we hope you didn't use all your missiles on that. Yeah, and that's what they say. So you guys move forward, and when you leave this part of the city, it's no longer this bombarded, and you don't need to be that careful. Like you were going slowly with everyone's outside and moving. The roads become better, easier to travel, and you do have reports that it's more secure. The areas further away from this point. This was just really unsecure area you had to get through. So you drive faster, and was it 2 kilometers from the target you were going to get out?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to bring you guys back to this main scene to just oh no, you can just do it here. I'm just gonna draw something here for you, as I do sometimes. So this is the general idea you get, because I assume you send the Goldie to take a look and stuff like that, right?
Sure.
Yes.
So what you will see from afar is this. Did it draw a shape? White, and so given this, right? So there is a road that something like that, and then there is a compound. something like that. And this is what you know that the target area looks like. So you can decide where you want to, and you are like in this like in this direction further away at the moment.
So we're approaching from the southeast?
You don't need to approach from southeast, that's where you are at this moment. And maybe we should just leave it at that at this moment and make a plan next week.
Should we each take a rocket to reload our doves? Take a rocket from the APCs?
Sure. So they're there.
Okay, but don't change anything. How many rockets do you have left? You have all fixed that on your cards, on your character sheets, right? When you shot, you reduced the number of rockets. Yes. So don't take anything from the APs now. Let's do that next time. Okay? Okay. Cool. Thanks, guys. Awesome game. Good job. See you all next week.
Yeah. Thanks again. Take care.
Bye.
Thanks, Jax.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you, Jax. Yep.